Okay, snoopers, spy satellites, restricted ordnance. Playing against a Tessia. No Baron in the pool. Full scale is kind of cool. There's not really a ton going on here. I'm not really also a fan of third position. I find it to be the most boring. I mean, Rhombur would be fun, right? Have access to spy sats, could get a full scale. Undro's fine. He's okay. Sure, let's go Rhombur. Why not? Let's see what happens. Not confident in my position here, but hey, you never know. You never know. Cialo's a top player and he's playing Tessia, so that's probably how we lose, but we just try to respond by blocking him more often, right? Okay, so we get smuggling. Which I think is the best way to do this. We could also end up getting hardy depending on how things go. The problem is if we hardy, there's a chance that Tessia just goes Carthag after that. What's our alternative? Tech negotiation? Not that great. Diplomacy could also go to wealth, which I think I like a little better. Although we're probably not going to smuggle again next round. If we win the combat... Well, maybe. Maybe we get a round 2 Swordmaster by going wealth next round. Smuggling down. The problem is there's a chance he just goes Carthag. Reconnaissance Arakeen first action implies he's digging for faction. Didn't have it and he's looking for it. Wealth gets us a 3 Solari. We get round 3 Swordmaster if we don't get round 2 Swordmaster. I think that's true regardless of what we do. Like, if we fail and we get 2 spice, I'll be okay with that. It's not what happened. Unless he has a combat card. If he has an ambush, then we still lose it. Kind of bad cards here. Liaison. I thought about buying the recruiter, but like I don't want to buy the recruiter and then flip a web of power for Tessia. You know, that would be pretty bad. So the question here is, do we go up or do we go down? Hundro does have yellow. He probably does want to smuggle. He might get full space, though. We guarantee a Swordmaster if we recall. But we miss out on a faction bump and some troops. Do we have green? We do. He has full space. Okay, so we should have gone up, I think. But I wanted to make my play more meddling proof, you know? We'll have another action at the end here that we'll probably take to one of those 2 cities. Depends on what's still available. Smuggling won't be. And these spaces are not that productive for us. Tessia's got a slow start by the looks of it, which is nice. Wow. Ooh. Ooh. I think he should just push himself up in guild. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Quick sword master, very quick sword master. Conspire line from Tessia is interesting. I kind of like it, actually. Because if she gets smuggling or wealth, which she's guaranteed to get one of them, then she will be able to get Swordmaster next round. Or if she places in the combat, which she will. So we do get a city. The question is which one. I don't think we need the card draw. I think it's Carthag. Yeah, I think it's Carthag. bribery is pretty good here, actually. Because we're going to get 2 Solari from the combat itself. The row is just so dead. Like, everyone's buying liaisons. It's kind of annoying. I'll go ahead and bite the bullet and buy this recruiter. We have a swordmaster, so we need things we can do with agent actions. We don't actually have 4 things to do, so I think what we have to do here is go selective. Interesting. That's kind of like using the ring as a power play. I dig it. Smart play. What do you drop? Just convincing argument. So he's not planning on buying a good card this round. That's something for us to note. We have 6 persuasion in hand. I mean, depending on what we draw with the selective, we could try to get the full scale this round. I am now the only person that's not got anything on guild. Pretty soon I'll be the only person that can't access Interstellar, which is fine. It's an okay place to be. Although it looks like Leto might be going for the full scale, because why else would you go for High Council here? Ugh, yuck. I expected to draw more than one type of icon with that. And the Mentat's gone, so we can't do that. We could hard buy a Dread, might not be bad. Takes us away from our bribery, but who cares? We also drew 0 persuasion, so that was a really ugly selective breeding. I think we probably prefer to smuggle, given the choice, because it's the only place we can send our Dune. So now Tessie and I are the only ones. I mean, I can't even enter the combat. It's not possible for me. Well, it is. No, it's not possible. Even if I buy a Dreadnought, there's not a space I can deploy it at. That sucks. I mean, Tessie is just going to walk into this one for free, pretty much. She might not even go in. I think she will, but it's possible that nobody participates in this. Okay, Hundro's going in. Okay. Sounds good. So we'll just go ahead and do a little bit of smuggling. Leto ends up getting the full scale. Okay, that is a good reason to go tech negotiation instead of dreadnought. Okay, just kidding. Just kidding. A decent four-coster we can buy. We still have enough money to use the bribery. The only thing is we're not picking up any faction, which is kind of frustrating. We need to be careful about that. Guild bank rate we just don't care about either, which is pretty annoying. It's a problem with early Swordmaster. If you don't pick up a faction, it's like, it doesn't really do anything. So we need to prioritize like Trusair and Legion here. Like, I want to go to Secrets right now and steal Hunter's cards, but I can't. That's not access either. Not access to anything. This is not great. Yeah, we're kind of in a rough spot here. I mean, the money helps for bribery. It's not nothing. It's just, yeah, it's not what we want. Could go smuggling. Slow, but it's not horrible. Let's do that. Why didn't she go down with Emperor? Treachery would be good for us. We could go like ring tech negotiation, still be able to get it. We need the faction pretty bad. Could also Mentat. But we don't have the Spice Trader online, so the only card worth drawing off Mentat is Diplomacy. So I don't really see it being useful here. Somebody needs to steal this guy's cards. If I don't early reveal for this treachery, doesn't he get it? He probably does. I'd be okay with a Legion instead, though. And I kind of need to use my ring. It's one of the few valuable agents I actually have. Do we want the snoopers? I guess. I mean, it's an intrigue. Eh. These aren't great. It works us towards the Ixian Engineer, at least. Piter's a great card, but he's not faction either. Yeah, he does get the treachery. It's annoying. It's the new tech. Hollow. Guess we buy Piter. Or not. Oh, he picked up a liaison. Okay. Yeah, I guess we buy Piter. I don't know that you really even... I would have saved that. What's getting 8 Solari? I guess 8 Solari gives him a Swordmaster. Yeah, that is the play, actually, for him. We probably want to take a High Council seat this round. Although Hundro could beat us to it. We kind of want to go still suits here so that we can use the Spice Trader. Plus let's throw our Dreadnought in. That's why she went down with you. Okay, that makes sense. Of Ordnance, which she already has online. Pretty good for her. Pretty good for Tessia. Does he have the full scale again? No. Good to know. Nice thing about Rhombur is we have the exact same troops in the combat, but I'm ahead of him. Do you block High Council from me? He does take it from me. That's really annoying. Okay, well, we have these daggers that we don't know what to do with. Guess I can buy a dreadnought. Although I guess I could have infiltrated High Council. I mean, that would have been better, I think. We lost the city, too. Although we can infiltrate the cities. Infiltrate Carthage with Spice Trader, discard Dagger. Discard Convincing. Smuggling's gone, so I think we do have to do that. Oh shoot, we have access to Siege Tabor. We don't even need to use the infiltrate. Gosh, what a bonehead move on my part. Let's discard the dagger because I would like an Imperial Spy. Well, that one dagger would have allowed me to win this without having to play my ambush, so that's kind of annoying. Wow, what a junky row. Kind of a waste of an ambush, but a point's a point and we're behind. So, that's all there is to it. We could wait for Tessia to show her hand. But no, if she passes, it's over. So, we ambush. We take Carthage. Air King is no one's going to go to Imperial Base in this round, most likely. Okay. Liaisons are gone. The techs are not that good at this point. Who picked up spy sats? Leto did. Currently 2 points for him. Do we go for the spice must flow, or do we go for the spice? I think we buy the flagship here. We'll still need two more Solari if we want to use the bribery. 6 more if we want to use bribery plus our... we're not getting Spice of Flow, so we probably play a Piter to Arakeen. That gives us some of our Solari back. And gives us more options for our remaining agents. It also forecloses some of Tessia's options of getting into the combat. Machine culture. Okay, we can work with that. For sure. Our last play is probably to a city, so no reason to deploy the troop until we see what Tessia does. Also, we need to be aware that Leto probably does have the full scale. He can access Siege Tabor. Okay, Tessia is not really fighting for the combat. She's going for the SMF. New tech wind traps. We could infiltrate tech negotiation, buy the wind traps, maybe get a water off of it. If so, that would tee us up for a research station next round. And that gives us the machine culture point. It's not bad. Trashes the Legion. Okay, that's interesting. So alternatively, you know, we can go to a city, right? If we go to Carthage, that's more intrigues and another Solari, which would allow us to use the bribery. I think I like this better. If we lose the combat, it's whatever. But now we have our techs, which is what matters for the machine culture. And the water itself is valuable. Leto probably finds a way to beat us in the combat now. But it's a lot to beat. I guess I should have put the last troop in. There is another combat though, so yeah, I don't know. We're very behind on factions. Like, we're gonna struggle to get all 4 of our friendships. Although we're actually pretty close on this, which is nice. This will give us the Solari we need for our next flagship. We have 2 yellow in the hand. And smuggling is not a high priority for most people. 3 text means that if I don't get the shifting, the Ixen Engineer is still pretty good. Would have been nice to get, you know, SMFs, but what can you do? Appropriate. We're actually not at 2 on... That's interesting, right? We're actually not at 2 on Emperor. But... what does the faction bump do for us? Well, it puts us in range to buy another tech. That probably doesn't matter. But... cashing out immediately, what does that do for us? Faction bump... I mean, basically just saves us an agent action. That's all. So we'd rather have the point from the Ixen Engineer, I think. I still think Leto's going to go in the combat here. Yeah. The question is, can he beat us with just the 2 dreads plus another troop? I think he probably can if he has the full scale. He didn't play the full scale, though, so it's possible he doesn't have it. But I think it was the back half of his last deck. So he adds 6 daggers here. Yeah, he does take it. That's unfortunate. At least we get a water anyway from second. Although having 1 more troop in wouldn't have saved me here. So that's... feels good to know that I didn't screw that up, I guess. He loses the Dreadnought, we go back to 2, which is nice. Okay, so priorities are smuggling and research station. We also have diplomacy. Let's do recruiter to research station first, since Tessia also wants that. Although... no, I don't think so. What we need to do is this first, so we have the money to use the flagship. Go up with, I don't know, Emperor. We're not going to Emperor anymore. Economic supremacy is interesting, because even if we win, if we use the flagship to do it, we can't get anything. It's not great. Maybe if people go to, well, no, because somebody covered up our flag on Carthage. The good news is Tessia didn't go research station, so we can still do that. I guess we can use the Spice Trader, potentially, to get a second point out of the economic supremacy. It's painful, but we can do it. Come on now. Let's see. Hundro does have the potential. Oh, gosh. It's annoying. annoying. Drop a recon. Could cost me an SMF. He's already got that point, though. I guess he's looking for an SMF, but, like, he's got one more point that he can get off of Fremen. I don't... Yeah. And who knows what he's got in his hand. He's in a very good position. Probably the best of anybody. Okay, so, let's do this first. See what we get. Spy is actually really nice. 2 daggers is annoying. I don't think anybody's going to wealth. The thing is that we don't really want to go to wealth either. Like, I'll do it for the card, but... Well, we could bribery up and then take it that way. We do want to go to wealth, because if we win the combat, it's a point for us. Yeah, we do want to have... We do want to use the spy. Alternatively, we could spice trader. Doesn't get us to the point where we can spend, but it could still be useful. We should be aware that Leto might be prepping a highliner. I don't think he has the guild access this round, but something to consider. Emperor Alliance. Yeah. So that's not good. 8 from him. That's really not good. Doesn't have the full-scale assault, though. Let's just go ahead and do this. If we don't like it, we can always replace it. I say always. We have a machine culture, so we really don't want to do that, actually. Recruitment mission. Okay. It's a little bit not great. Maybe if the game goes another round, it helps us with a spice must flow. I want to use the bribery to get another point, but I can't. I definitely support Tessia taking that from him, but I just don't know how she does it. We definitely don't want Hundro getting any kind of placement in this combat. He's got 3 alliances. Oh my god. Treachery plus shifting is pretty good. I live in fear of what this last action from him is. Good news is if we can get the game going around, we do get a point from this Ixian engineer. We could also just pick up a artillery, and that would give us the 3 tech threshold. Picking up artillery by the looks of it. Maybe he's locking in a spice must flow. me at this point. Initiate, I guess, is better than nothing. All the liaisons are gone. She can put in more troops, but she still can't beat me with them. Unless she's got combat cards, which I don't have. But the deployment implies that she does have combat cards. Which, again, I don't have. So, yeah, it's not good. He's 1 persuasion short. Good news is he's not getting a point because, unless there's combat stuff involved, because of how high Tessia and I are. Alright, Tessia, go ahead and beat me in the combat. Oh, staged, okay. She goes to 9, probably? I think Hunter's actually going to jump her here, which is why that's a bad play. Yeah, it's... Unless she's got more combat stuff. But if she had combat stuff, she wouldn't have staged an incident. So... Okay, never mind. She does have combat. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I mean, that's great for me. If these two tie, that's perfect. That's not good. I get a free troop for that. But yeah, I mean, he's at 9 points. I have 1 from the engineer, and I have 1 from the machine culture. Hopefully Tessie can steal this. Nope. No, she cannot. I actually think I'm in pretty good shape to win the combat, though. The problem is that the bribery... I just don't have enough money for it. The cities are probably getting visited, so I probably will eventually. Nobody has 2 water. I can go to Siege Tabor. If I draw Piter, I'm gonna get the Spice Must Flow. Maybe I don't need Research Station. Maybe Erkine is enough. Could also use the ring to buy artillery, and then that gives me my third tech, and I can get rid of this other junk. Nobody's at 2 water. Let's just get the research station going. Unfortunately, the engineer doesn't provide persuasion. We do have to worry about the fact that Leto has a full scale in here somewhere. Probably in his hand. Did he have it last round? Not that I know of. So he probably has it now. There's one of my 2 Solari. Obviously I want 4, but I'm not getting 4. Unless I draw in a diplomacy to go to wealth. There's my other of my 2. That gives me a point from the BG friendship. Or, alternatively, it can take me up Emperor for 2 troops in the combat, if it seems like that's something that would make a difference there. Leto, I kind of wish that you would focus on stealing one of Hunter's alliances, but I guess you want to protect what you've got. You've got spy satellites, so it makes sense. The blackmail thing is risky, right? Because the 2 troops could give me 2 points, right? Or they could give me 0 because because I still lose the combat, right? Like, if Leto goes highliner, then it won't matter how many troops I add. I just don't know if he can do that or not. As far as I know, his only card that actually gives him highliner is his diplomacy. Did he have diplomacy last round? Because if he did, I mean, if he didn't have diplomacy last round, he definitely has it. So, like, last round... Convincing argument... Liaison... Carry all. What round is this? It says it's 7. I need to go to 8, right? Or is it a 7, I think? Signet ring. I don't think he had it last round, so I think he definitely has it now. So I don't think we... I hate to say it, but I don't think we even try to win the combat. Now, I could signet ring to Great Flat. That doesn't help. So we do this. Buy artillery, because why not? That frees us up to where we can trash the recruitment mission. And it helps slightly. We have these 2 cards. So, okay, so Tessia is buying an SMF. I think he goes highliner here, and I don't think anything else like that I did matters for the combat. Hunter's at 10. I'm also at 10. I have more Solari than him. I need to get a spice, though. I just spent a spice. Maybe we hope we get something good from the recruitment mission. He didn't go highliner, so I think that we've got a shot here. Maybe he's digging for the full scale. We don't really have any other plays here. So let's just go ahead and use the snoopers. Poison snoopers, nothing. Well, that's actually something. Bribery up BG. Reveal. Go to 20. Actually, we're at 11. And I don't think Leto's beating us in the combat, so maybe we're at 13. This is pretty interesting, actually. Now, we should expect at least 6 daggers. No, he does not have the full scale. He dug and dug and dug for it, but he didn't have it. The artillery actually helped a lot. Our reveal was 6 daggers and 9 persuasion. Piter de Vries with an artillery. Whoo! Zooey mama. Yeah, it looks like he doesn't have the gas. I think we actually just win this game because he can't beat us in the combat. Rhombur dreads for the win, dude. I say for the win. We don't know yet. You know, Hundro could be sitting on plans within plans, right? And then we lose. Although, do we? If we're at 13, then we still beat him. Hell yes. Let's go. Go to 12. Corner for Tessia is nice, but I have machine culture. Rhombur Vernius. Dude, I love playing this new Rhombur playstyle where you play him the way he's supposed to be played, rather than just playing him as like a ring bot for tech. Like, I got 5 points off of combats. Like, Jesus. Ixian Engineer. 5 points off of combats. Didn't even get one of the faction tracks or a spy sats. We just played it in such a weird way. I guess it just worked. SMF, machine culture, flagship. Very fun, very Rhombur way of doing things. MVP card. Well, I mean, I would say Piter, but Piter's contribution was he gave me the machine culture and he gave me a Spiceman's Flow. That's 2 points. But we won by actually only 2 points. I was going to say 3, but actually Tessie's at 11 because of the corner of the market giving her double points. So, yeah, without Piter, we would have lost. I mean, honestly, we didn't really have any good cards. Like, Imperial Spy was okay. Incendiary was okay. Yeah, I guess it's Piter. Spice Trader was decent, too. But I think I only discarded for Spice, like, once. So, eh. Recruiter was pretty good. It gave us several troops over the course of the game. Flagship was really the MVP, but Flagship's not a card. We'll say Flagship plus Piter de Vries were the cards that really determined things for us. But yeah, there you go. Hope you guys are enjoying the Rhombur content. I'll see you later.